So we just released a brand new update to Torah readers, and in this update there's a lot of new enhancements, but the key one that I want to focus on in this webinar is the general readings. So general readings are a new type of reading that we've introduced into Torah readers that enables us to dynamically create any combination of readings for any defined service. So we are actually the ones who define the service, and we define the readings, and we define what is being read and who is reading it. So it provides ultimate flexibility to the user to be able to define their readings. So let's dig straight into that and have a look at what it looks like. So here we are on the homepage of Torah Readers, and if I scroll down to my readings, you'll see that I've currently got a regular Shabbat reading selected, and this new type of reading called general reading, and we know that by the icon of the book here. So this is actually an interesting one, being Yom Kippur Mincha, and Yom Kippur Mincha is one of the readings that isn't supported out of the box. So unlike say Yom Kippur Shacharit, you can't just go and define Yom Kippur Mincha from the calendar. So now we have the flexibility to go in and define exactly what we want Yom Kippur Mincha to be. The same goes for things like Simchat Torah, which is different in almost every synagogue, and every synagogue has their own specific requirements for Simchat Torah. So now we can define that service without any problems. And it looks much the same when we go to reserve a reading. So here we can see all our regular readings, Shabbat readings, Megillah readings, holiday readings, and there that we have our Yom Kippur Mincha, which is a general reading. So let's go have a look at how we define those readings. And to do that, we go to reading management. Now, the first thing I want to show you in reading management is something that we also changed in this release. So previously, where we saw all our readings, we had it categorized by first Shabbat and weekdays, and then we had holidays, and then we had Megillah right at the bottom. So you had to scroll all the way down the page to see if there was any additional readings that needed managing. Now we've consolidated that into one view here, organized by date. So here we can see that we have the general reading already defined here, and it's published and 75% assigned. So this will behave exactly as the regular readings behave. To define the reading, we have this new button here called general reading. So if I go into general reading, it pops up this little dialogue, and we can enter a name for the service. So here I'm just going to say it's a youth service, okay? Number of aliyot that we want. This is the number of readings that we actually want in this service. So let's keep it simple. We'll just say 2 readings, and we'll have a haftarah. So if you don't want a haftarah, you don't have to have it, but here I'm going to check the add haftarah box, and we'll have a haftarah at the end of the readings. The service date, so let's put this down here at August 10th, and any comments that we want to add are totally optional. And we'll save that, and it opens up this definition of the service here. So here we have the ability to define everything. So everything from the aliyah name. So instead of Rishon, Sheni, Shlishi, we can define first aliyah, second aliyah, and then maybe we'll just call this one short haftarah. Okay, and then any comments that we want to put in, and then we get to define the actual Torah book, chapter and verse that we want to input. So I'm just going to input something totally randomly here, just for the sake of demonstration. So we'll take Exodus here, and just for demonstration's sake, we'll take Leviticus here. Let's take chapter 20, verse 1 to chapter 20, verse 5. Okay, and then since we defined a haftarah, we get a different selection for the haftarah. So we get all of the books here, and we can select, let's select Kings 1, verse 1 to Kings 1, verse 10. Keep that simple. Okay, so now this is fully defined, and if it's not fully defined, the system will tell you that you missed out on a field. And then you have the same options here that you have for publishing regular readings. So save but don't publish, so don't make it available to your members yet, or save and publish now so your members will receive a notification that there's this new Parsha for reading. I'm not going to publish it yet, so I'm just going to save it. Okay, let's refresh the page and we should see that in the list now. There it is. There's our youth service. It's unpublished, to be read on August 10th. Okay, if you need to delete it, you come over here and you click on the trash can. So I'm going to jump into the reading now. And as you'll see, it looks just like it would for any other regular Shabbat or weekday reading. We have the Tikkun here, so when I click on the Tikkun, it will look at the verses over here, and it should load the verses for that Tikkun. There we go. And the same for the Haftarah. There's our short Haftarah service, and so on. Now, if I want to edit this, I do just as I would for regular Shabbat readings. I go to edit this Parsha, and it opens a new edit page. So here we can literally edit everything that's defined here. So we got the date wrong, or we want to change the service name, we want to change the names of the aliyot, or add in any comments. We can do that from here. A nice addition that we added recently was the ability to add in page numbers, so book and page numbers. So there's a couple of books already pre-populated in the system, and there is a way for you to add new books. I won't go into that right now. So here I'm going to just use the total random page numbers just for demonstration's sake. And let's do Haftarah. Okay. And so we've got the page numbers now, and I'll show you in a minute what that looks like. Now, of course, we have the assignment. So if we want to assign someone to this, we can just click on assign. I want to select Peter Rabbit for this one. And we'll select for this one Tom Thumb. Okay, so we got 2 people assigned to this now, and they'll get notifications in their email that they've just been assigned to this reading. Once we finished, we just click Save Changes, and it updates, and we can come back now to return to the service. Notice that it's still not published. By the way, look down here. This is where we see the page numbers. So we see the book, and we see the page number that needs to be read. This can be very helpful. And where does that show up? It shows up also in the print reading report. So just like we have a print reading for regular Shabbat and holiday services, we now have for the general service as well. So once again, there's editing options here, but you see here the full definition of the service, which could be printed off for use on Shabbat or holidays. So the last thing that I need to do here is publish this Parsha, make it public for our readers. So that's now published. If I come back to the home page, we should see it in Reserve a Reading, and there it is. It's 67% assigned. I can jump into it, and I can claim this reading if I want it. That's it. That's general readings. I hope you find this major new enhancement very useful. And as always, if you have any comments or requests for enhancement, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.